Hey guys, I'm back here in Texas. I think I told you that previously, but I've been having some issues with the RV, and let me show you. Let me tell you and show you what was going on. First of all, the number 7 cylinder was misfiring, and it was uh, running just a little bit rough. And so I bought a scan gauge, and that's how I found out it was number 7. I did check to make sure I didn't have another blown head gasket. Did not. Um, so that kept on going on, and so what I did was I talked to my brother, who's a mechanic, and he told me to let me see if I can get there. We go. Told me to just basically switch out number 6 and 7, swap 6 and 7's coil because it's fuel injected. And so I did that. And what's really weird is the smoothness of it cleared up, so it's running really smooth now. But I don't think it was the coil. I think it was actually the wire that plugs into the coil. What had either corrosion on it or something like that, or had a bad connection. Maybe it had worked loose or whatever. But so right now it's running fantastic. What I haven't put really many miles on it for that, or gotten it on the highway, or a major thoroughfare, major road to get it up to 60 and see if it does it again. But let me show you what's going on. How I did this. All right, so hopefully I can show you how to take all this crap off to do it, which didn't take long. Only a few bolts to take out. But right down inside of here, I'm going to get my light on. Right down inside of there is are the coils. And I'm gonna put an arrow on it right now. Anyhow, so I just had to unbolt the coils, pull them out, unplug them, and hook different wire up to each coil. But it wasn't really that difficult to do, but it was just sort of scary because this thing's supposed to be under warranty. Let me turn this back around. Supposed to be under warranty. Unfortunately, well, actually, fortunately, the guy who did the engine change went out of business. He overcharged me and probably overcharged several other customers. But what I'm now realizing was he never gave me the engine invoice. He gave me the invoice for his shop, but he did not give me the engine invoice, which now the warranty department's saying I need that in order to get any warranty work done on it. So I'm still working on that, trying to find out where it was bought, because he won't even communicate with me on where he bought it. He just communicated that he was out of business now. So anyhow, and I'm not going to mention the name. It's, that wouldn't do any good to mention the name. But so now, if I do need warranty work, because it was a long block V10. And if you don't know the difference between a long block and a short block usually doesn't come with heads on it. It just comes, just a block, whereas a long block comes with heads and several other outer parts, depending on the engine, type of engine. Anyhow, So that's what I have. Uh, the other reasons why I'm back in Dallas was medical reasons. Um, my hip is bothering me. I'm going to the doctor for that Thursday, and I had a spot on my chest. They took that off and they're biopsying it now. I should hear something this week. Um, and then I think it's on the 2nd I head back to Arizona, and that's gonna be fun when I get back because I gotta do a few things to the tractor. I gotta rebuild the power steering gearbox. I've already got a kit for that. Um, there's a brake cross shaft that goes through basically the transmission reservoir, hydraulic and transmission reservoir, and it's got a seal on either end, and those are leaking. So I've got to replace those seals. So I've got to take that. It's pretty simple to do, but I got to drain it in order to do that. I got to check the brakes, the back brakes. I think they're. I think I got a leak back there, so I might have to buy some seals for the rear axle. Not real expensive stuff, but it's probably just time consuming, and the fact that I got to take the wheels off, and the wheels have weights on them. So yeah, that, and I also have to take the power steering pump cover off, or the reservoir off, and because it never had a seal in it, or filter in it rather. And the filter, I just got a filter for it. Filter might be in there. It might have just fallen apart. But got to take the cover off and put the seal in it, and then, or the filter in it, and then hook it up all back up. And then the other thing I got to do is replace the water pump. It was the last time I ran it, I saw the water pump was leaking. It's got some O-rings in there, but it's probably just easier to, and they do not sell a kit to rebuild the power steering pump. It's easy enough to do, but so I'm just going to probably end up buying another power steering pump. Excuse me, water pump. Other than that, it runs great. Cranks right up. Got to buy a battery for it too. But anyhow, that's what's been going on in my world. You have any questions, put them in the comments. And well, I guess that's it for this video. Like I said, if you have any comments, put them in, questions, put them in the comments, and I'll try and answer them for you. Anyhow, hope you're doing well, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.